Okay, so here's part two of that leopard, ombre, and star look. Now, I already did it before with PatPat gels, and I'm showing you it done with airbrush. I'm using acrylic water-based airbrush nail art paints on this design. And then my airbrush that I use specifically is always going to be an Iwata handpiece because they are literally the best. I lay down my white and then I go through and add that cocoa brown to the edges of, well, to the tips of the nails because that's the kind of look that we're going for. We're really doing the same look just with different products to see if there's a real big difference. And honestly, there's not. I grabbed my stamp and polish this time because I'm going to put it over in acrylic airbrush paint so I can use regular stamp and nail polish. Born Pretty is my favorite. It's the GOAT. I never have any problems with it. And because these stencils are reusable, I can always stamp over them, whatever. I'm just going to cleanse it with a little bit of gel cleanser and get that product off of them. So we'll put those away for a later date. Now let's add in the same irregular stars right there on top of the nail. This whole thing is like super simple to do. When I airbrush on top of acrylic paint, I always make sure I use a matte top coat. Specifically, I do like the Koopa matte for this because it's just matte and it doesn't have a dispersion layer. It makes it very easy to airbrush over. I lay in the white, the same thing I did with the PatPat gels. And then here you see me going over with my neons. Now I'm currently using the One Air airbrush paints. They're not in stock in the USA right now. I'm working on something for that. So, if when I get those details sorted, I'll let you know. Remove all your stencils for your stars. Hit it with a base coat, cure. Then a top coat, cure. And that makes it so it doesn't chip, right? And then we're going to pretty much cure that, and this is the final look. Now, you watched the first video. This is the second video. I really want to know, what do you think down in the comments? I feel like they both came out pretty much the same. It was easy to do, and actually they took about the same amount of time before editing.